Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, your bank account never reflects your effort? It's not always the big expenses that hold you back. It's often the silent traps, the habits and choices that seem harmless but quietly drain your wealth year after year. Today, we're uncovering 10 hidden money traps that steal people's freedom and, more importantly, the exact steps to escape each one. By the end, you'll see money with completely new eyes, and you'll have tools you can use the same day. Trap 1. Ignoring small leaks. Most people think financial problems come from one huge mistake, like buying a car they can't afford. But in reality, it's usually the little leaks that sink the ship. Think about it. A $6 coffee every workday is nearly $150 a month, $1,800 a year. A gym membership you never use? That's another dollar 300, 500 wasted. 3 in used streaming services? Easily $40 a month gone. None of these feel big in the moment, but add them up and you've lost thousands without realizing it. Solution: do a money leak audit once a month. Write down every recurring charge and every small daily habit. Cancel what you don't use. Replace what you don't need with free or cheaper alternatives. Even cutting just 3 small leaks could free up $200 plus a month. That's $2,400 a year. Trap 2. Living without financial boundaries. Here's the truth. Most people don't actually decide where their money goes. They just react. Money comes in, and it flows straight out. Without boundaries, emotions take over. A good mood leads to impulse shopping. A bad mood leads to comfort spending. And before you know it, you're broke again. Practical escape. Give every dollar a job. For example, 50% living expenses, 30% growth, savings, skills, investments, 20% lifestyle, and fun. Adjust the percentages for your situation, but stick to them no matter what. This way, even if you earn little, you're still building structure and momentum. Trap 3. Confusing income with wealth. We all know someone who makes good money but is always broke. Why? Because they confuse income with wealth. If your salary doubles, but your spending doubles too, you're just running faster on the same hamster wheel. That's why so many professionals look successful on the outside but are drowning inside. Solution: whenever your income rises, let your savings or investments rise too, not just your lifestyle. For example, if you get a $500 raise, commit to saving $300 of it and using $200 for upgrades. That way, your future grows along with your present. Trap 4. Not preparing for emergencies. A flat tire, a broken phone, a sudden medical bill. For many people, these small emergencies feel like financial disasters. Why? Because they have no buffer. Without an emergency cushion, one problem can push you into debt, and that debt can drag on for years. Solution: start with a goal of $500 in an emergency fund. That alone covers most small surprises. Once you hit $500, aim for 1 month of expenses, then 3 months. It doesn't happen overnight, but even $10 a week adds up to protection. Trap 5. Chasing appearances. Trying to look rich is one of the fastest ways to stay broke. Designer clothes, the newest phone, the fancy car lease. These things scream success, but they drain the very money that could build real success. Example: that $700 phone upgrade every year could be $7,000 invested over 10 years. Quiet wealth beats loud spending every time. And just imagine if you put that same $700 into compounding, like we talked about in the compound growth video. It could multiply into far more than you'd ever expect. Solution: ask yourself, am I buying this for my future or for validation today? Shift your focus to building assets that no one can take away: skills, savings, investments, health. Because true confidence doesn't need a logo to prove itself. You'll eventually get all those things anyway, but the goal is to build your future while still enjoying your present. Trap 6. Forgetting health is wealth. People rarely connect health to money, but they are directly linked. Poor health leads to medical bills, lost energy, lower productivity, and in many cases, lost income. Think of it this way. Lack of sleep can cost you opportunities because it kills your focus. Junk food can lead to medical costs. Burnout reduces your ability to think and earn clearly. Practical escape. Treat your body like the most valuable asset you own. Prioritize sleep, daily movement, and balanced nutrition. Even small routines, like walking 20 minutes a day or drinking more water, pay off in reduced costs and higher earning power over time. Trap 7. Overcommitting to others' generosity is beautiful, but when it comes at the expense of your own stability, it becomes a trap. Many people say yes to every request, lending money to friends, covering bills for family, or constantly giving their time without boundaries. In the end, they're left drained and resentful. It's okay to help, but never at the expense of your own stability. Solution: help others from strength, not from struggle. Set a limit, for example, a giving budget of $50 a month. That way you can still be generous, but without sacrificing your foundation. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Building your own security first allows you to give more in the long run. Trap 8. Delaying growth. The most expensive phrase in finance is, "I'll start later." I'll learn about investing next year. I'll start saving when I earn more. I'll work on my side hustle when life calms down. But later quietly turns into decades. And opportunities lost today can never be fully recovered. Solution: start small, but start now. Save $10 even if you can't save $100. Read one page even if you can't finish a book. Try one new idea even if it doesn't feel perfect. Tiny steps compound. A dollar invested today is worth more than $10 invested years from now. Trap 9. Surrounding yourself with the wrong crowd. Money mindset is contagious. If your friends normalize debt, overspending, or hopelessness, you'll eventually adopt the same habits. On the other hand, spending time with people who think in terms of growth, opportunities, and building wealth will pull you upward. Practical escape. Audit your circle. Ask, do the people around me push me forward or pull me back? If you don't have positive examples nearby, find them online through podcasts, books, or communities that align with your goals. Trap 10. Thinking only short term. This is perhaps the biggest trap of all. When people think only about today, the next weekend, the next paycheck, the next purchase, they sacrifice the future. That's why many people reach 40, 50, even 60 years old and realize they've built nothing lasting. Solution: create a long-term vision. Ask yourself, where do I want to be in 10 years? Then align today's choices with that vision. Every decision, what you buy, how you spend your time, where you put your energy, should serve your future, not just your present. These 10 traps don't look dangerous at first, but over years, they quietly steal freedom, confidence, and opportunity. The good news is, once you see them, you can escape them. Start with just one change today. Cancel a small leak. Build a $100 emergency cushion. Take one step toward growth. Because the truth is, wealth isn't about luck. It's about daily choices. And when you choose differently, you create a future most people only dream of. Backhand index pointing right. So, which trap have you fallen into before? And what step will you take this week to break free? Share it in the comments. Sharing your plan could motivate others to start their own journey. And if you found value here, hit like, subscribe, and join us at Money Magnet Mindset for more daily strategies. Because money follows mindset, and when you shift your mindset, you unlock your future. And remember, you are the magnet.